What's up, YouTube? This is Sully. Thought I'd try something new for me that I have not done before, and that's on foot, kind of an on foot update, what I'm wearing today, if anybody cares, of course, right? So here I have on today are the Jordan 6 black infrareds, and it's the first time I've worn them. They've had them in the box since Thanksgiving weekend of last year. And I had a used pair of these years ago, and I just remember just how easy they were to get dirty. I mean, I put these on, I already scuffed them a little bit today. I don't know if you can see that on there. But one of my favorite shoes of all time. I thought they were a little too pink when I got them, but I mean they're it doesn't really matter, does it? So I've kind of gotten over that, but definitely a comfortable shoe. I don't know if I don't think I'll play in these at all, just because how easy they scuff up. I played in the originals back in the day. It was a used pair I got from a friend. Had a friend that had a bunch of dough, and parents bought them new shoes all the time. And what he would do is he'd kick down a pair to his buddies. Cool guy. He wasn't like a real arrogant guy. It just was more of, he's like, I've worn these out. You want them? $20 or good guy. So. So still comfortable. Ankle support's really good on these. I have the laces really loose, so they're not really tied. The bottoms, of course, are icy because I just started wearing these today. So I've gone outside for a few minutes just to kind of deal with the weather. We've been having some bad weather here, and just figured I'll try one of these on foot videos and see if there's any. If I get any attraction for it, or if I start losing one of you 38 subscribers, then I found that YouTube just seems a great place to talk to yourself. So Jordan infrared 6s, black infrareds. Are these the originals? Yeah, okay, these are what came with it. So a friend of mine had a pair of lace locks that he had from his original pair when they released, and he gave them to me. So I think actually I put them on my infrared 3s. That's what I did. I put them on infrared 3s and they looked dope. I thought for sure I put them on these, but I hadn't. But hope you guys are all having a great day. As you guys know, I'm a Pats fan, so I've been, while working, I've been following the whole Tom Brady incident, and I think it's crazy. I think it's nuts on, the things that people are saying about Tom. I live in Texas. I'm originally a New Englander, but I live in Texas, and it just blows me away on how I hear just local people tearing the guy apart. It doesn't make sense to me because we've had players that I think have done worse and that are beloved. We think about I'll just pick on Dallas. Think about Michael Irvin admitting to doing cocaine during Super Bowls. We think about David Wells, who admits to throwing a no-hitter, shit-faced, and, in this case, we're talking about footballs, and I get it. I get that's the, pushing the envelope of integrity of the game. But look, if any of you guys play football in high school, I know you guys, probably sprayed your jerseys with Pam or used double-sided tape to try to keep your pads in. That's improvement, right? It's an enhancement. So I just think that I hope people really think about it. I have people on my Facebook telling me, what am I going to tell my kids? Because, how am I going to tell my kids that their role model's a cheater? I was like, that's rough. That's a rough thing to say. Considering, are we saints? Of course your parents should be your heroes, but if they're not, maybe it's for a good reason, So I think people are taking it super far. I've stayed off online debating on it or blogging on it. I'm not going to get into it because I'm a Pats fan. I've enjoyed these wins. I've enjoyed the Super Bowls, and I've hurt during the Super Bowl losses. And I still lean on the fact that if the New England Patriots were cheaters, they would have been blowing people away in all 4 of the Super Bowls. And they hadn't. Who cheats just to get by? Nobody does. Who cheats to the point where you have less than a minute to run down the field and kick a 45-yard field goal? Who cheats like that? That's so. If New England's, if they're cheaters, and they're terrible cheaters, they're horrible at it. And in the case with the footballs, you know what? Even if Tom Brady always has done that to the footballs, look at the games they've played in. Look how close those games. Look at let's not ignore the sportsmanship, the athleticism of Brady, and let's look at the rest of the team and keep that in mind. It's like somebody said that this is as big as OJ, and I kind of had to stop and just stop reading when I saw that. This is nothing like OJ. This is nothing like taking somebody's life. This is taking a pound out of a football and them coming out and then whipping the shit out of the team with the right football and then using the right football in the Super Bowl. And it wasn't even Tom Brady that really won. I mean, yeah, he brought the team back for touchdowns, but it was the defense. It was a team effort. It's coaching, it's ownership, it's the team. So, get on this. It's supposed to be an on-foot review on these. What I love these shoes, but that's what's been on my mind today, and I'm just hoping that people use common sense and they think about the things they say. You have young kids, 10, 9, 11, 12-year-old kids. This is their team, so, if you want to charge the man, but, don't go low. Don't say things like he's like OJ. Don't say, that he's a natural born cheater. I mean, we're looking at a guy who, come on, you guys have seen the pictures of him coming out of college. He didn't look like a pro, so it's like, give the guy the benefit of the doubt, give him some slack, and you know what, if the whole appeals and all that doesn't come through, he's going to do his time. But I just think it's crazy on how cynical this world has become, to where if someone makes a mistake in the workplace, they get crucified because they're on a star stage. So, enough about that. Hopefully, I won't ever use this time to talk politics. I'm a sports, shoes kind of guy, and I love movies, and that's what I do. I'm a family man, so, I'm not going to sit here and start talking politics or preaching about that, but it's been bugging me for the last couple of days, just seeing the negativity and the nastiness. I get the competitiveness. Like what the Jets are doing, calling Tom shady, and that's awesome. I think that's funny shit, because if it was a Jet, we'd be doing the same thing. But don't rip the man's soul out. Don't ruin it for kids. I think that's a big one. Don't ruin it for kids, and don't ruin it for big kids like myself. It's like, fuck. It's like, we won 4 Super Bowls. They're not taking them. They didn't take any of them away. And if any of you have played a sport, you do things to try to get the upper hand. You've heard. I was once told by a coach, what the referee doesn't see is legal. That cheating? Maybe if we do it by the book, but how many people really live by the book? See, you have to ask yourself that question. But all right, this is Sully. I am out. Hopefully this didn't turn you off, but here's my review on foot.